Yoshi! Hey everyone, what's up? Well, yeah, I'm in my Yoshi shirt today. So we are going to be making the popular Arachnotour video for January 2014. So a lot of people ask me how many tarantulas do I have. Well, I'm certainly going to answer this in this video. So this video is going to be split up into two major parts. The first part, which is now, and the other part. This one I'm going to be dealing with is the old world tarantulas. So basically I'm going to be showing you tarantulas that come from Africa, Asia, and Australia. I don't really have any European species right now in my collection, but I probably will have at some point. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started, and a shout out to, I think, a couple of my students, Sabrina, Alex, and Sincere. Yeah. Alright, so let's get on. Okay, so I guess it's fitting and right to show you the very first African species that I have here. This is a suspect female, around 4 inches. Monocentropus balfouri, which is commonly called the Socotra Island blue baboon, from Madagascar. Very nice tea, and it's pretty expensive in the Canadian hobby. Here is number 2, a very fat female, Terniochilus lagardi, which is the Fort Hall baboon. And this is the other one that I have named Narissa, who I bought it originally as a Chordatus, and then when she molted, she was really a Lagardi. So there they are. A little bit younger. This is the full size that they grow, around 4.5 inches. She's still young. I'm not sure if this will come out right on camera, but here is T number 4. It's a very angry Terniochilus murinus red form, commonly called the OBT. This is Carmela II. I just bought this one recently from my friend Angelo. Say she's a good, respectable 5.5 inches. And as you can see, she's not the happiest of teas. Number 5 is a Sterotrajaris marshalli, straight horn baboon. This is now 1.25 inches spiraling. Seems to go really quickly. Avid Weber as well as a burrower. T number 6 is over here. Little pretty quick one. This is a Hysterocrates Hercules, also known as the Hercules baboon. Quite a rare species, and supposedly rumored to be one of the largest of the African species. These get up to having a 8 to 9 inch leg span. And over here is my other Hysterocrates. This one happens to be a gigas, also known as the Cameroon red baboon. It's a large female named Elena. So let me just give you a little idea what she looks like, because you don't really see her that well. Yeah. A deep burrower. Polinobius muticus, the king baboon. This one could use a rehouse. Now we're getting on to my true spiders that are African. Unfortunately, my H. gabazinensis gabondorf tarantula passed away. Now this is not an idiot species, this is a Siphonesia. Basically it is a black and silver trapdoor. The most recent feeding video I have this one here is 107. I haven't seen this girl since. It's a deep burrower, loves to hide a lot. So, don't really make good videos of her, other than seeing a patch of dirt. And this is another very cool true spider. This is not a tarantula. This is a Viridaceous species Madagascar, which is a black and white fishing spider. Very easy to keep and a superb eater, as you probably have noticed in any of the feeding videos. Has a great feeding response, which makes it a really desirable tree spider to own. And that's actually about as big as they're going to get, maybe a little bit larger, around 4 inches. This female, supposedly, it's around 3.5, so it may look slow, but trust me, it is a very quick spider. Oh my goodness, this one is a sight for sore eyes. This is Libby, my Heteroscodra maculata, the Togo starburst baboon. This is a sling that I used to raise around 5 years ago. Considering that I haven't seen her for many months now, she certainly looks pretty cool. And pretty healthy too. Yeah, this is like the first video in years that I've taken to this specimen. It's always hiding, but lucky for me, she's out in the open. Very cool. I'll have to close that after. Now, I guess we'll go to this one here. This is my other Heteroscodra maculata, starburst baboon, once again. This is Grishina. This was the female that made the egg sac 4 years ago that unfortunately didn't turn out right. And coincidentally, that video has reached over 2 million views, so she's still alive and doing well. And there she is. This is an adult female, around 5.5 inches. And this is the last African tarantula that I own. It is a Stromatopelma calceatum, commonly called the featherleg baboon. And this is a tarantula that really means business. It is the most defensive one that I've worked with, and certainly the most potent in the hobby, next to the Phlogius crassipes. So this is Darcy, a fully grown 6-inch female. I used to have another one, Xena, who unfortunately passed away back in November. Let's not forget my 2 scorpions that I have. So in here I have Emmy, who is my adult female Babicurus gigas, the giant red bark tree scorpion, 2.5 inches fully grown. And the little small juvenile, Hatogenes possidens, the flat rock scorpion. And this completes my tour of the African species. Now let's get on to the Asian ones. Alright, this is T number 12. This is my Chilobrachys guanaceensis, Chinese fawn. Julin, a 5.5 inch confirmed female. Unfortunately, this T did not survive. This is a Haplocosmia himalayana, the Himalayan spotted earth tiger. Really sucks. However, this little sling is doing very well in my care. This is Midna II, cobalt blue, Haplopalma lividum. Looks like you just recently molted. Yeah, actually it did, because I can see it's translucent. So, that's pretty cool. Pet hole. Here's T number 13. This is a suspect male, Orphanaceous philippinus, which is known as the Filipino orange. There we go. This is T number 14. This is my only Australian species that I have in my care. This is a Phlogius crassipes, also known as the Queensland Island whistling spider. This is a 4.5 inch female named Nicole. And that concludes all my terrestrial Asians. I don't really collect them that much simply because they're kind of pet holes. I prefer to have display specimens. But I do see this one from time to time, so that's pretty cool. Now for some of my arboreals, and boy oh boy, do I have quite a few of them. So this is tea number 15. This is a Lampropalma valiciopes, which is known as the Singapore blue or the Singapore violet. One of the extremely large arboreal species that gets to having a 9 to 10 inch leg span. This one here is approximately about 1.5 inches to about 2 inches. And this could be a suspect female. So this is tea number 15. This is a Lampropalma valiciopes, which is known as the Singapore blue or the Singapore violet. One of the extremely large arboreal species that gets to having a 9 to 10 inch leg span. This one here is approximately about 1.5 inches to about 2 inches. And this could be a suspect female. This is tea number 16. This is one of my favorite pokies, and ultimately my favorite tea in my collection. This is Poecilotheria bara, also known as Sophisca lowland, the ivory lowland ornamental. This is a 6-inch adult female named Charmaine. Raised this one up around 3 or 4 years ago as a 1/2 inch specimen, and she's a monster now. One of my more calmer pokes. Number 17, I'm not sure if you can actually see her very well, is my female Poecilotheria fasciata, Sri Lankan ornamental. Took me 7 tries to actually find a female fasciata. Most of the ones I always get end up being males. Tea number 18, a really nice big tarantula. This is a Poecilotheria formosa, the Salem ornamental. You should look at her carapace, it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm not sure if this is coming well on the camera, but you can actually see some purple hues over them. It's really nice and vibrant, and I usually call it the purple pokey since it's really prominent on the Formosa. And her name is Salem, full grown, 6-7 inches. Tea number 19, I just recently updated this one 2 weeks ago, is a suspect male or female, I'm not really sure about the sex, Poecilotheria hanema vila sumica, which is the Ramashwarm ornamental. This is also a nice rare pokey. If anyone can see the blue, you probably could make it out as Poecilotheria metallica, which is the Goody sapphire ornamental. This is Mia. Pretty large pokey. She's around 5 inches. And she is a 100% confirmed female. Took around 2 tries. Tea number 21. This is a 5-inch female. Poecilotheria miranda, the Bengal spotted ornamental. Very easy to see why it's a female. You could just look at her ventral shot. There is the epigastric furrow. Yeah, definitely 5.5 inches. Still a bit more growing to do, but not very much. Number 22 is a very large female Poecilotheria ornata, the fringed ornamental. And just give her a little prod. This is Okami. Here we go. She's fully spread out so you can actually see how pretty she is. Looks to be around the 8-inch mark. P. ornata and P. rufulata are the largest pokies that you'll get in the hobby. They have the similar leg span to L. valiciopes, around 8 to 10 inch leg span. Very large. This girl is around 8. Now this tea is really hard to see. You probably can barely make out her patterns. This is my 8-inch female Poecilotheria regalis, the Indian ornamental, named Zelda. She actually gave birth 2 years ago. And I have another regalis that you don't really see very often, but if I can just try to show you. She's usually hiding down here. There she is, the RCB. Here's Pandora. Slightly smaller than Zelda, but not that much. She's actually a little bit younger. Yeah, 10-gallon tank. She doesn't really use that much space, so 5-gallon tank on its side is perfect for these teas. Yeah. You can just barely make out his leg. Recently molted too. This is my Poecilotheria rufulata, the red slate ornamental. This guy here is a juvenile male. I would say around the 2.5-inch mark. Number 26 is my adult female rufulata. There we go. You can see that she has an amazing speed. She is approximately around 7 inches. These, like the Ornata, have a 9 to 10 inch leg span when fully grown. So this girl is nowhere near full size. So I'm just going to put her very gently. And there we go. This is another impressive eater. Number 27 is my near mature female, Poecilotheria smithi. This is the yellow-backed ornamental, named Allison. I just updated her last week. And first try, ended up getting a female, so I lucked out there. Next are my trio of Poecilotheria striata. These are the Mysore ornamental. Start off with a little small spiderling. This one here is a mature female. And this guy here has been keeping up in the middle of the night with his tapping. And I'm pretty sure that he has made a lot of sperm webs. Oh yes, I can definitely see some sperm webs in here. See the color on these guys. This is what a mature male pokey looks like. As you can see, he has lost a lot of his color. Try to prod him for you to see what he looks like. Come on, big boy. There we go. As you can see, he's definitely larger, maybe around the similar size as my female. So if you notice that the female is much more colorful than the male, and you don't see the patterns on the abdomen versus the ones that you do see on the female. This is tea number 31, my Poecilotheria tigrina weselli, which is the Wessel tiger ornamental. A 5-inch female named Tina. Number 32 is my Poecilotheria safusca highland, the candy highland ornamental. 3/4 inch sling. Doing pretty well. Well, Amy sure has grown up quite a bit. There's the molt. Very rare that you would see an intact pokey molt. So that's what she looks like. This could be an immature male. This was sold to me by an unknown supplier as a Poecilotheria vittata, but upon closer inspection, especially I sent the molt to my friend Mike, Spider 1.0 on Arachnoboards and Spider Owner 69/Poecilotheria page on YouTube, and he told me that this pokey was actually a hybrid, a cross between a Ornata and a vittata. So that really sucks, but anyways, at least I have a true vittata. But unfortunately, I believe this one to be a male. So if he does mature out, I'm not going to breed him because personally I don't want to have any crossbreeds. I would like to have the purebred species, especially with pokies since they're critically endangered. And this is the final pokie in my collection, as well as the complete tour of all the pokies as you've seen, is my adult female Pocotheria vittata, formerly known as Pederseni, the ghost ornamental. 6.5-inch female named Nefaria. And as you can see that her first pair of legs is white colored, giving it the common name the ghost ornamental. As you've seen in my previous specimen, the hybrid, you notice that he had yellow anterior legs, so definitely he's a hybrid of something, not the true Pederseni or vittata. And oh man, I totally forgot about this one. This does come from Africa. This is my Daemon diademata, which is known as the tailless whip scorpion. This is an adult female named Dinah. As you can see, a very calm individual. Might as well put it back in there. And there we go. Very fast, but quite docile. And ladies and gentlemen, that completes my Arachnotour video for all of the Old World species. So the next part is going to be the New World species, and this is going to be a little bit more skewed since I have much more New Worlds than Old Worlds, simply because I like them for the fact that they're much more out in the open. I prefer to have more visual teeth, so that's why I don't really have that many Old Worlds in my collection. But there we go, you've seen them all. And the next part is going to be the New World species, both the terrestrial and arboreal. Alright everyone, hope you liked the video, and thanks for watching.